Now we're going to take a look at a couple of different inline elements and see how we can style them just so you can see and verify the fact that they are inline. So I've got a couple set up already here. I have a strong element, which makes things bold, an emphasis element, which makes things italicized, and a link, just as an example. So I'm going to do the same thing that we did in the last example. I'm going to set the background color, go over to my CSS panel, create a new rule. Now here's the selector name, but I'm going to change this. I'm going to make it so it's only anchors. But I also have the ability, as a little shortcut tip, if you use a comma, you can also then say, also apply the rule to these selectors. So I'm going to say strong and emphasis is just EM. I'm going to say OK. Background. I'm going to choose a background color, like aqua blue. Say OK. And you'll notice that I have my three elements, only the small pieces that they need. Now let's take a look at some block level elements. We have a paragraph here. This is an unordered list with list items. This is an ordered list with obviously with list items. And this is a block quote. And if you look at my tag selector, you notice it's only a block quote. There is no paragraph in it. So let's take a quick look at that. Create a new CSS rule. Choose block quote. And then once again, I'm going to use commas to separate out paragraph and list items. This will work for both the unordered list and the ordered list. Say OK. Choose a background color. Pick yellow. Say OK. And you'll notice that your block quote, your list items, and your paragraphs all meet this background color. So those are all examples of block level elements. You can see how it goes off to the far end, even though it doesn't need all that space. Now you might say, well, what happens if I want more space around, for example, my links or my bold or italicized? I want them to stand out. Go back to that CSS rule. Go and choose to edit the rule. Under my box category, all of them follow the CSS box model, so I can apply an additional padding. So I can say, for example, I want 4 pixels. And you say apply. And you can see how the background color area has now increased to make up for that extra space. So I can always increase my size if I want to.